Okay, we're going to do the inside bit, but first bit is a stuffed Indian sawfish. So you've got that massive protuberance at the front. It's got bits on either side to make it look like a saw. Not sure how practical that would be, but right up the top here we've got a mackerel shark, and it doesn't look too big. You've seen Jaws, haven't you? But so in relation to Jaws, it doesn't look that big, but it's probably still very dangerous to you. So length up to 6.4 metres. So try to work that out in feet. Bloody hell, it looks big. 18, 20, 22 feet. Yeah, down the bottom, we've got a giant armadillo, which are got to be one of the weirdest creatures on Earth, really. This is like prehistoric type stuff, isn't it? Right, so the Glyptodon was a relative of today's armadillos. It lived in the Pleistocene era, which was about 2.5 million years ago, to around 12,000 years ago, which is the start of the end of the Ice Age and the start of the Younger Dryas period. And if anyone wants to check out Graham Hancock and his work, it's really amazing. Especially Göbekli Tepe, which is supposed to be 12,000 years old, and just redefines history really, and what historians actually think is the truth, and it changes everything. Okay, so this is a New Guinea crocodile, fairly small. Currently in the crocodile world, we get to the saltwater crocodile. Grows up to 7 metres, so that's about 25 feet ish. 23, 24 feet. So you can see the big old teeth. So it can be found in brackish inland swamps and rivers across northern Australia, Southeast Asia, and the east coast of India and Micronesia. Right, now you've got a weirdo one here. Called a gharial. The snouts that contain sensory cells that can detect vibrations in their inland riverine habits. Don't know what that thing is on top, but really cool. Right, as I've just walked past a basking shark, and that they weigh up to 7 tonnes, length up to 10 metres, so it's about 32 feet. Worldwide except for tropics, including British waters. So if you like surfing down in Torquay, you come up against one of these boys, you're back on your surfboard. Right. Now this is amazing. Right, I'm going to try and it's going to be impossible to get him all in one frame, but right, we're going up his skeleton. I'll tell you what it is in a second. Right, now he has got to be 5, 10, 15 feet tall, I reckon, and he's not even properly upright. Right, now this is a giant sloth, or sloth, depending on your pronunciation. So he lived in the cool, dry scrub and grasslands of South America until about 10,000 years ago. So he's extinct now, but we do still have the tree sloths. Right, now that's a Siamese crocodile. Very cool. So it's Southeast Asia. Yeah. Oh, this is a little cute one. It's a slender snouted crocodile. This crocodile is the perfect aquatic predator. It's patchy black to greyish green colour on the top and creamy yellow underside, which makes it difficult for any potential prey swimming below to spot it. Yeah. Amazing stuff. Right, there's a bit of a blockage on the other side, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk back the other way So we can see all these lovely crocodiles and the sloth again, and that big old armadillo. And I was thinking about doing it from this side, but no, I want to get close to the big ones again. Right, so we've seen the sawfish again. This is that's a tiger shark. So yeah, when we were in the Maldives, this bloke was telling me a story about when he was doing the wreck dive, came face to face with one of those, and he said he shit himself. I'm not sure if it's metaphorical or not. Would have been awkward in a wetsuit though, wouldn't it? Right, Atlantic sturgeon. Now, Americans know that in their big old lakes, the Great Lakes, they have sturgeon in there that are 20 foot long. I've seen documentaries about them. Right, we've got a little giraffe. Obviously it's a baby one, because we all know how big giraffes are. And there you go, there's the head and neck of an adult one. It's really cool. Next to it, we've got a dromedary. You say dromedary? It does, yeah, no, right. Tip of the day, the way to check whether a camel is a dromedary or a Bactrian is to look at the hump. If it's a single hump, it looks like a D on its side. So that's a dromedary. A Bactrian camel has two humps, which on its side it looks like a B. There you go. You get that one for free. There's a really cute face. Now this is a Sumatran rhinoceros. We saw a few heads earlier. It's Sumatran ones are like a lot smaller than this one. I'm going to try and get him in one frame. Now look at that. It's impossible to get him in one frame. But he's massive, and you've got this big hump on there as well behind his head, on his neck. I don't know, is that the posture, or is it just like a normal hump, like the camels? Right, apparently is a bit of interesting stuff. The horn is like human fingernails and can be cut back without pain. This helps deter poachers involved in the legal trade in horn. Yeah, but what happens to the bits they shave off or clip off? Don't they go to the market as well? Interesting question. Stop poaching by poaching. Right, that's the skull of an Indian elephant. It is massive. Look at those teeth, they're just grinding molars, aren't they? They don't have, incisors or canines to tear at anything. So it's just like, they just grab a bit of vegetation and grind it up. Right, now that's a mammoth tusk. So this tusk was taken from a woolly mammoth, a kind of elephant that lived in Europe. It is a deal. Yeah, so he lived in Europe, Asia and North America during the ice ages of the last 1,000,000 years. So the ice age, the scientists were promising us in the 1980s. Yeah, the last one was like 1,000,000 years ago. Or actually 12,000 years ago. It was the end of it. But they'll keep trying to scare us, won't they? And haven't done these bits here. We've got a blue shark, quite small, really. And a six-gilled shark, again fairly small. Looks quite happy, but those teeth are not nice. Had a ball beagle. Right, that concludes this upstairs bit. So we're going to find a bit more on the higher levels, and I'll catch you a bit later.